I rented an entire Japanese capsule hotel, $500 room tour.
Genuinely, this isn't like a joke. We're trapped in the basement of a pyramid capsule hotel inside a shipping container.
Yes.
It's like our own private capsule hotel.
So Leute, Prost auf euer Wohl.
Good morning and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Journey Across Japan, Escape to Mount Fuji. 6 days and 1,000 kilometers of despair. And today, this morning, we're here by the Great Pyramid of Japan. A gigantic Japanese pyramid in the rain. You don't get content like this anywhere else. Probably good reason for that. Today was supposed to be a day of celebration because today was supposed to be the first day that we catch a glimpse of Mount Fuji. However, instead of clear skies and wonderful weather, we have a typhoon coming. Typhoon Chan-Hom, I think it's called. Might as well be called Typhoon F*** you, Chris, because it's completely blown our chances of seeing Mount Fuji today. Unless the typhoon magically clears up in the next 10 hours. But if it doesn't happen, I am going to kill Joey. And speaking of Joey, he's somewhere inside the pyramid. If you're wondering how we found this pyramid, we were honestly just driving down the road and saw it sticking out over the trees, and we realised it was an opportunity too good to miss. You never know what you're going to find in the countryside in Japan. There's always something weird around the next corner, and that certainly fits the definition of being out of place in the Japanese countryside. As to what's inside the damn thing, about to find out. Let's go. If you're wondering what this place is, it's not the Great Pyramid of Japan, unfortunately. It is some sort of stone museum. They thought they'd spice things up by rebuilding certain replicas of famous places. There's like Rome over there, we've got Egypt over here. Apparently that's what the inside of the pyramid looks like. It's a maze. The real challenge today, trying to find Joey. Come on then, let's go inside. Oh my God.
Oh, das haben die aber echt gut
There's
nachgemacht.
like 4 different pathways to go now.
Mit den ganzen ägyptischen
Joey?
Symbolen.
Joey? I've got 300 kilometres to drive today. I don't even know where my companion is. Joey? This pyramid's built with metal, just like the real pyramids of Giza. Oh, fucking hell. Watch out for the hole. I feel like I'm in The Mummy. Remember that film, The Mummy? The one with Brendan Fraser, not the one with Tom Cruise. That was rubbish. Joey? 300 kilometres in the rain. Genuinely, this isn't like a joke. I don't know where Joey is. I'm really tired. And the day hasn't even begun yet, and we're trapped in the basement of a pyramid. How the bloody hell did he get out of this pyramid? I don't even know how we got in here. We've been walking for like 5 minutes now, around in circles and whatnot. Brilliant, look at this. The dead end. There's actually a hole there as well. Check this out. The hole.
Krug mit Hut, vielen Dank für dein Follow.
Joey. Umbrella.
Herzlich willkommen. Wir gucken gerade Abroad in Japan.
Oh God.
Einen Briten, der durch Japan reist und einfach Videos macht.
Alright, let's keep going. Can't go that way. Journey Across Japan's over.
Ja, der hat ihn erschreckt.
We're going to edit that bit out. We're going to edit that. This pyramid was supposed to be a funny little opening, but we've been down here for 40 minutes now, lost in this maze.
It's like the actual catacombs down here.
It's quite well done, but also very frustrating. All right, let's get this challenge done and let's go.
All right, let's go.
So of course, every day of this road trip, we're accepting challenges sent in by you guys. We've had about 4,000 submissions so far, whittled down to 3 by our production team. And the challenge today is...
The challenge today is from Summer, who says, find the most bizarre accommodation you can.
Find the most bizarre accommodation. I mean, the pyramid, does that work?
Yeah, we've resided in here for about 45 minutes so far.
Typically, the kind of wacky, crazy hotels you find in Japan, like the Robot Hotel, they're always in Tokyo, they're always in the city. So, and we are going to be in the mountains today, so it's going to be a little bit tricky to find somewhere.
So a regular hotel or ryokan probably won't suffice.
Accommodation is eine Unterkunft.
What the fuck?
Well, First things first, let's get out of this damn maze and hit the road.
Alright, let's go.
Got a typhoon to drive through. What do you do?
Also, die vorletzte Challenge fand ich ja bisher am besten.
This way.
Irgendwas Komisches zu essen.
I think it's
Oh, for...
Und dann haben die Bienenlarven gegessen. Bienenlarven eingelegt in
So
süßer
having spent half
Sojasauce.
the morning moping about in the tomb of Japan's
Hört sich
biggest
eklig an,
pyramid,
aber ich
we
würd's
hit the
gerne
road
mal
once
probieren.
more for day 4 of our journey across Japan. And at last we find ourselves heading towards Mount Fuji for our first of 3 attempts to see the mountain. But with the looming typhoon overhead and rainfall that would give even Noah's Ark a run for its money, we're not holding out much hope that we'll actually see it today. Japan's typhoon season runs from May to October, typically peaking around August and September with an average of 30 typhoons or tropical storms every single year. In 2019, the most powerful typhoon in 40 years, Typhoon Hagibis, struck the country and left a
das ist ja
$15
übel.
billion trail of destruction nationwide, killing 98 people and leaving 250,000 households without.
So was Ähnliches habe ich auch schon erlebt. Und das war vor ein paar Jahren. Und auf der Domplatte in Köln war es so derbe windig, dass ich wirklich kaum gehen konnte. Ich musste wirklich sehr vorsichtig einen Schritt nach dem anderen setzen. Also da wurde ich gerade dran erinnert.
Electricity. But for the most part, Japan is
Ein
well
Wunder, dass da
prepared
vom
to
Kölner
handle
Dom nichts
less
runtergefallen
violent
ist. Auch.
typhoons. Today it's less of a danger and more of an inconvenience. Nevertheless, we've barely been on the road for an hour when we quickly decide to escape the rain and pull over at Coco's, a family diner, for a late lunch and some important research.
So we're in a Coco's right now for lunch, just regular family restaurant, and I was just looking up some weird accommodations that we could stay for our challenge for today. And I think I found something that is definitely of the interesting variety. Oh, hey, Chris.
All right, what you got then, Jerry?
All right, so I got 2.
Right.
All right. A love hotel with a cage,
I'm not going
Love
near a love
hotel
hotel
with
ever
a
again. Not after the
cage.
first day.
or
Next.
a capsule hotel in a shipping crate.
What even is that?
It's a capsule hotel in a shipping crate.
Choose your own adventure.
Choose your own adventure.
Capsule hotel inside a shipping container.
Yes.
Now I've seen everything except Mount Fuji. Second one.
Mount Fuji.
Alright,
Das, was
so-
er eigentlich sehen will, hat er nicht gesehen.
That is a greasy looking pizza.
Yeah, I've dabbed all the fucking grease off of it.
Fucking delicious, mate.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Wie viel
How
Fett
much
haben wir denn
fucking
draufgepackt,
bacon is on
dass er
that?
das mit einem
Diabetes on a
Taschentuch
plate.
abtropfen
Good
muss?
God.
Well, Joey's beloved shipping container is nestled more or less at the base of Mount Fuji. Given our late start today, it's already nightfall when we hit the road once again, meaning all hope of seeing Mount Fuji today has truly gone out of the window. But hopefully the accommodation will make up for it, as we wait out the storm from the comfort of our own shipping container capsule hotel thing. I don't know what it is. Joey didn't really explain it well.
Well, we've just arrived at Joey's capsule hotel.
my capsule hotel.
Joey's capsule, you found it. It's
Oh,
yours
yeah.
now, Joe. We may not have seen Mount Fuji today. It might have been a bit of a letdown, but hopefully this will make up for it. Let's go.
All right.
As you can see, it's a gigantic bunch of shipping containers.
We got a nice balcony out here already. Oh, we won't be sitting in it because it's absolutely drenching in rain right now, but
Barbecue in the rain.
barbecue in the rain.
You got the key?
Yes, I do. There you go. The grand reveal. Oh, wow.
It may look like a shipping container from the outside, but this is a lot more impressive than I anticipated.
I'm going to turn the light on.
Yeah, you better take your shoes off. Whoa.
Whoa!
Good God. It's like our own private capsule hotel.
It actually is. That's so cool. I've never even stayed at a regular capsule hotel.
You never stayed at a capsule hotel?
No, I haven't, strangely. But now, I can say that I stayed at a capsule hotel. Our own capsule hotel.
How many are there? 1, 2, 3,
10.
4, 5, 6, I think. About 10 or 11 capsules. I'm most excited about this one. Look at this. It's like half the size of a normal capsule. The punishment capsule.
You're a bad person.
Wenn jemand unartig wäre, wird eingesperrt.
Just leave Joe in there for the rest of the trip, shall we? The trip just got 20% better. Wow, I mean we're kind of spoiled for choice as to which capsule we stay in. I think we should sort of stay quite far apart.
Yeah.
You go over that way, I'll go this way.
I don't want to be anywhere near
This would be my side, That could be your side.
Hell yeah, I got more rooms.
And there's a hammock.
Wow. I love hammocks so much.
So I've stayed at Capsule.
Was mich jetzt aber interessieren würde, ist, ob sie wirklich den ganzen Raum für sich gemietet haben oder ob da noch irgendwelche random Leute reinkommen können auch. Weil da gibt es ja eigentlich voll viele Schlafplätze noch. Die sind
Capsule
nur zu
Hotel
zweit.
about, I'm going to say 5 or 6 times, and I don't really like them because they do get a bit stuffy and often quite noisy, depending on where you are. Like I stayed in one for 3 nights once, and on the second night I checked out because the other guests are being really noisy, coming in at like 1 AM, 2 AM, but because it's just Joey and I in here, that wouldn't be a problem. And it looks a little bit more spacious than I'm used to. It's at least 40% larger than the capsule I stayed in the previous video about 2 or 3 years ago. Awesome. What about over here? Look at him in the hammock.
I'm in Zen
Also
mode
wenn
right now.
es
Do not
Leute
disturb
gibt,
me.
also wenn keiner schnarcht, ist es
I'm in
eigentlich
my
voll die
cocoon
gute
phase.
Möglichkeit, irgendwo billig
And
zu
I'm
pennen.
ready to be born.
Joey spent too much time in the car this week. Into the bathroom.
It's a nice sink.
Nice sink.
Nice sink. Oh, is this a bath? What is that?
It's like a plant pot.
I've never seen anything of this size.
We've gone from a 1,000-year-old log to a gigantic plant pot. And like matching plant pots.
Yay!
That's nice, isn't it?
What is it with this trip and us being in weird shaped bathtubs?
I don't know.
Ja, da bin ich froh, dass wir eine Badewanne haben, wo man sich reinlegen kann und ein bisschen entspannen
It's
kann.
clearly
Auch.
been designed for at least
10.
like 10
Da
people.
musst du ja sagen, die
A
werden
little bit greedy.
Fötus sitzen.
And then finally the kitchen. Presumably if you've got 10 people staying here, you're all going to want to dine together.
It's a comfy little kitchen.
Good kid. I love the wall. Check that out.
Sleek design.
And lockers as well. I just really like it, I must say.
It's way bigger than I thought it was going to be. For
That's what she
starters.
said. Come in here. So what can you expect to find in this glorified coffin with a bed? Well, over here we have a room light and we have a fan. On, off. I don't know where the fan is. I can't hear a fan. It is a little bit stuffy, and again, that's my main criticism with capsule hotels. Capsules just don't feel well ventilated, and when you close the shutter, it gets a little bit stuffy, and that's my main reason I don't sleep in these things anymore. On the other hand, it is kind of cosy. You do feel kind of cosy in a capsule. The only thing you've got to be careful of is when you wake up, you don't smash your head on the ceiling. I've done that many a times, and it's also a quick way to fall asleep. You know, if you're having trouble falling asleep, bang your head on the ceiling, job done. Quick bedtime.
Capsule hotels are a great alternative to hostels and business hotels, costing on average between $30 to $50 a night. In recent years, there's been a boom in hotel companies building stylish and contemporary hotels, catering for overseas tourists, and throwing off the image of being merely a late-night budget option for drunken salarymen. Different hotels offer different perks as well. For example, a while back I did a tour of a Tokyo capsule hotel where I was pleasantly surprised to be given 2 capsules. One above for sleeping in and one below with a small table where I could sit and work. I felt incredibly greedy. It was luxury beyond my wildest dreams. And if I had to choose between staying in a hostel dorm or staying in a capsule hotel for a similar price, I would recommend staying in a capsule hotel because you have an extra layer of privacy when compared to a bunk bed. So if you're coming to Japan and staying in a big city such as Tokyo or Osaka, I recommend trying it out, even if it's just for one night. It's an experience unto itself. After all, it's not every day you get to sleep in what is essentially a stylish morgue.
So that is the whirlwind tour of our private capsule hotel, and now dinner time.
Yay.
Hungry?
Yes.
I'm hungry. We've got the most luxurious dinner money can buy from Family Mart.
Family Mart. Cup noodles.
The most
jawohl.
luxurious, decadent dinner, cup noodle. And Joey's finished his very quickly.
I was starving. But now I'm gonna crack open a cider dry and eat some grape
Sieht gar
gummies.
nicht mal so schlecht.
Living the
diese
dream,
Cup
Joey, living the
noodles.
dream. In Japan, important point, cider typically just means like lemonade,
Like, yeah, just Sprite.
like Sprite basically.
Yeah.
Whereas actual cider is called shidoru.
Shidor. I actually just learned that like a couple
Really?
months ago. Yeah.
The number one brand in Japan is Kirin Hard Oshidori.
Hard Oshidori.
What's hard Shidori? But one of the highlights of this trip so far has been the challenges. We've had some.
Ich möchte mal kurz darauf verweisen, wie unser Kater hier liegt. Der hat hier einfach eine Pfote angehoben. Der hat das beste Leben gerade einfach.
Some pretty fun challenges. Make a horror film, make a commercial, eat some insects. Wasn't so sure about that one. And today, find some pretty cool accommodation, right?
Which I think we did.
But there's some challenges that you guys have sent in that, well, aren't so good, or certainly quite different. And I thought we'd go through some of the wackier ones and rank them on a scale of 1 to 10. So we've got one here from Kieran who says, "My challenge to you is pour custard on yourself." Fucking hell.
Pour custard on yourself.
Pour custard.
And don't wash
Pour
it
custard
off
on
for-
yourselves and don't wash it off for 24 hours. 1 to 10.
Wait, 1 as in
1 is in shit and 10 is in amazing.
1.
Right.
Like, what the fuck, Kieran? Would you have a custard fetish or something?
Bongo says...
Kiss Joey. Was ist das für eine Challenge?
Bongos. Bongo says, kiss
Bongo.
Joey. That's a 1.
That's a 10.
And to be fair, we've spent an evening in a 1,000-year-old log together.
And he still didn't kiss me.
That is like
He
the
still
next level
didn't
beyond
kiss
kiss.
me.
Trust me,
mate.
Bongo, I'm just as disappointed as you.
Romantik zerstört.
Bongo.
Bromance
Swap Nil the
zerstört.
greatest. To Chris Broad, to my dearest Chris Broad, can you cover 105 kilometres by closing one eye all the time, of course, without any covering or eye patch, not even with your hands? You should do all the activities by closing one of your eyes. I prefer it to be the right eye. Have my regards in advance, waiting for your
Was ist
response
das
in
denn
video.
für ein kranker Scheiß?
in video.
10 out of 10. My personal favourite out of the 5,300 submissions we've got is from Barry, and it just says, "Eat the bread." Eat the bread. What bread, Barry?
What bread?
Because we've got 5,000 submissions, if you could type in any word into search, there's always a question for it, right? So we've typed in fishing. We've got listen to Kanye West while fishing in most local lake.
Most local.
Next fishing submission, we've got 6. Go fishing in Mount Fuji, says Warren.
Inside
Inside the mountain.
fishing in
I challenge you to stay on a Japanese houseboat or a Japanese fishing vessel.
Ooh,
That could have been quite fun.
that would have been quite fun.
I'll
Yeah.
make a note for that for Journey Across Japan 3, Escape to the Sea. Thank you for all the submissions, guys. We've still got 2 days left on the journey to hopefully find Mount Fuji and to undertake these challenges. But thank you for sending them in, whether they were good or bad or just downright
Funny.
even worse than bad. We may have blown our chances of seeing Mount Fuji today because of the typhoon, but tomorrow we're going to see it. I can feel it.
Hopefully.
It'd be pretty depressing if we didn't get to see Mount Fuji. It would just make the whole series redundant, effectively. The humiliation would be so great. A lot of people might say it's about the journey, not the destination. That's bollocks, though, isn't it? When you've branded your entire series Escape to Fuji. But that being said, thank you for joining us today on Journey Across Japan, Escape to Mount
So, dann ab zur nächsten Folge.